guys, I'm back with a new collection video and I'm going to start my book collection video. I've decided to start with Das Haus Anubis because I just watched Vater Sieben Sünden and I felt like recording a video. It's really late at night, so the light isn't natural. It's my ceiling light. So sorry if some shots aren't as focused as they usually are. So yeah, I decided to film their books first because I just watched a movie. I'm getting back into Das Haus Anubis. Now it's nearly been a year that I started watching it. And yeah, I love the show so much. So let's get into these huge ass books. I'm going to try to do this as unconfusingly as possible, even if that's hard. So I'm going to try to do it per season. So the extras that came out along with the season, I'm going to try to show them all together to not make it as difficult to say it like that. So first up, the complete omnibus of the first season. So it has both books from the first season, and I'm currently reading it. That's why it isn't in its case. I'm nearly finished, just 3 chapters in the last book left. And I showed you the inside of it once during an unboxing video from last year. And it's not really special, it simply has these pictures in the back. So I'm going to quickly show you those. But yeah, the story is simply the story of the show. But only the stuff, Nina lives through. So you don't read much about Kaya and so on, because it's through her eyes. So yeah, the first book. Most of these books you'll find in unboxing videos as well. Season 1 books. Das große Fanbuch. I really do wish that they did this with us because it's so interesting. It's just more information, and especially because we didn't know much about him because it was so new back then, and I adore it. I also adore this little fun games because I didn't understand much German in the beginning. I knew German and I could understand everything they said, but it was a bit difficult to read, and these books really helped me to understand more German. And yeah, now I'm pretty good at it. Speaking is still a bit off, but I understand everything I read, so yeah, I'll enjoy that. And yeah, it's really cool. Also, just everyone together, and I had, I think, everything right when I made this one. And yeah, the couples, I don't enjoy them, sorry. Ta-da. And then also from the first season, it's the exact same book in Dutch. And I did not know that when I bought it. I thought it would be a little bit different, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. So it's mystery, and it's basically stories about each character before the show aired. So they all tell something about their life, and it's for kids, you can see that, and they all tell some stories. And then you also have fun pranks, and yeah. Like for example, let's use a public character to explain. Nina. So basically it's the same story for Nienke. So she went to the circus with her grandma before she came to Anubis, or way back before she came to Anubis, and she saw a bear and she was so sad, so she saw the show and she got so sad because the bear was sad. It was a real bear, not a plush. And she felt ill and the circus let her stay, and at night she helped the bear escape to the woods. So that's the bear. And yeah, that kind of stories are in here, and it's fun to read. It's really fun to read actually, but some, and you learn a bit of it, and some are really sad, like Magnus. Did I pass him already? No. So Magnus actually tells a story about his dad going to jail, that he had friends come over and that he and his dad went golfing, and suddenly the police show up and they take his dad away, and he ended up with nothing, and that's how he got into into Das Haus Anubis. And I find that so incredibly sad because he deserves better. And at the end you have a secret message from the club you have to solve. I solved it, not going to bother to look at it because it was really difficult. the season 2 omnibus, so both books again. Gonna read this one next. I don't know if it has any extras. I don't think so. Oh, it does. Did not see that coming. Oh yes, it's the most inciting scenes of the second season. I think it's from one of the magazines, because I've seen this before and I haven't opened the book yet, and I've got to keep it as exciting as possible. And I'm going to continue with season 2 with these two. In December, I got for Christmas this huge Haus Anubis package, and it had also all magazines except like 6, I think, which I'm still trying to find, and all the extras, even the jewelry and so on. I don't use much of it, but I did use these both. So it's the first few pages of that book, of this one, the third book, and this is the first few pages of that book. Yeah, I have the book, so I'm not really going to read it, but I like to, well, look through it. Also because there's a lot of commercialing inside, and I always enjoyed that back in the day. I have these two as well. Oh. And then the same here, I guess. Yeah. Scenes and then some extras. I'm going to continue with the second season. And that's this one as well. So I'm not going to go through it because it's a diary and I actually use it as a diary. So I'm just not going to go through the first few pages, but yeah, it's simple white paper and you can write on it, and it's the diary Nina uses, and I think it's on the poster in my room. Yep, that's the diary she uses. Well, it's a version of those, and I like to use it, let's say it like that, because my other Haus Anubis tag book, like they say it, was full. Then the last season 2 part. Die großen Geheimnisse, das Fanbuch für zweite Staffel. I love this book. I'm so sad we didn't have any of these with the Dutch version. It's just, well, some private stuff from the cast, and I enjoyed it so much. It's one of the first things I actually read. So yeah, I really do enjoy it. It's fun. It's some more information, especially about the cast, which I really do enjoy because they're not all of them are still even active in acting. So I do enjoy going through it, quickly going through it. If you want to see a screenshot or something, ask me and I'll send it to you. Oh, my babies. Ta-da. I find Alicia is always put in the back, and I don't like it because she deserves better. The third series, or the third season, well, they never made an omnibus, so I got both books. They didn't put anything special in it either, in both books. And yeah, I find it incredibly sad because they also don't have a fan book or something. They really did nothing with these books. They just, well, brought them out, and that was the end of it, and that was the end of the show, which I find very sad. I haven't read any of them yet, as I'm still in season 1. Probably gonna read them in this summer, but yeah. Can't say much about them because it's a different story than the Dutch one, so I know it will be written differently as well, so I'm curious to see how they're going to be, and maybe I'll put up a book review. And then last but not least, the movie. So the movie did get a lot of publication, and I get why. Seeing I just watched it is a good movie. I enjoy Het Pater de Zonne from the Dutch version a bit more because I think I grew up with it, and the story is a bit more grown up, like them turning to stone and them actually potentially dying and so on, and the tasks are a lot more clear and not with animals and such. But I do love it the way they did it. I do love that there was more unity in this one, and that Nina got more to shine than Nienke did, but Het Pater de Zonne remains in my heart. So the novel of the movie, still haven't read it, but yeah, I will someday. And then the fan book, it's different and I enjoy it. So I miss this cast so much because the Dutch ones are still pretty active. Nearly all of them act or do something in theater, or for TV, and are still present online, while this cast barely is, and I find that very sad. So basically, it shows you everything. So the wall of jealousy, the doors of slowness, I think you call it. Not sure on that translation. The swamp of edelheid. How do you say it in English? Of being, well, I don't know how to say it. And yeah, so it goes on and continues, and it basically tells a story from each part and a love meter and so on. True love meter. And yeah, and the cast and what happens on set. And it's all these amazing pictures too, and how everything happened, and I really did enjoy reading it. And I wish we had something like that from Pater Teveson, and interviews with all of them, and the title song from my baby Mark. I'm not a Jeroen fan per se, but I am a Magnus fan. Magnus is my baby. And that's it in the end. And I love this. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.